Hi, everyone, and welcome to Yes, Everybody Does Have a Podcast.
Yeah.
Today, we're going to be a little spicy. We have a guest with us, our friend Danielle.
Danielle is in the building.
First guest.
Yes.
First production. Hey.
By the way, Danielle has had 2 shots of Douce. We needed to warm her up a little bit.
Yeah.
So she is ready. She is spicy.
I am ready.
Can't wait till you meet her.
Ready. We lit.
Danielle, well, first of all, she was super surprised of the production. She was like, wait a minute.
Right, she
I feel
didn't
like I'm
know.
in the studio. Yes, we are in the studio.
Right. She didn't know we was legit. We have
No
mic.
makeup on, no lashes.
Lights.
What?
Very well.
Speak up, girl. Speak up.
It's not giving what it's supposed to give.
It's okay.
You got this. Okay, so today's topic, I came across, one of those posts, and it grabbed me, and so it said, y'all ever miss your own energy?
Our old energy or our own energy?
Your own.
I'll say it again.
Okay.
Y'all ever miss your own energy?
I don't even remember.
Like,
my
damn,
energy.
what happened to me?
Ooh.
That's a good one.
So when I saw that yesterday, it started making me think about time and myself and energy, right? And then I came across this article. I also was having another conversation with Rosie, and I decided to really just hone in on what I initially wanted to talk about, but shift it in some way. And it was 7 best ways to invest your time.
Ooh.
Absolutely. And that how we should really start looking at time more like a tangible asset.
Not a fungible asset.
Oh.
Right. So
Us.
We using all these big words.
and the reason why is because it's really important.
It is.
Right.
And I think we do take it for granted,
Talk
Absolutely.
about it.
and it can deplete your energy to its deepest core.
Yep.
Absolutely. And time is not, you can never get that back.
Right.
No.
Once
Especially
it's
these
gone,
days.
it's gone.
Right.
Like we're already towards the end of January in 2023. Like
Right.
where did the time go? I just got back from Jamaica. And I'm like, why is it the 20th?
Right.
What is
Yep.
happening? So
Right. And that notion of, I'm going to catch up on sleep, that time of your sleep was gone.
No.
Yep.
It's over.
It's over.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had a few things I wanted to bring up. So there's 7 ways that this article felt that you can invest your time in more. So one of them that I want to bring up that I felt we can kind of answer around that question is investing in foundation building time.
What does that mean?
Okay.
Yeah. Break it down. Break it down.
She came prepared. Like, out of all our producers, because we all produce every episode. Rafaela, I can say, is probably the most efficient and
notepad.
ready.
I kind of helped. I'm gonna have to, jump in.
Oh
and
my
say
God!
She did.
I was co-producer.
She definitely helped out. She helped me rein it back in
Bring
today.
it back in because
She did.
originally we were talking about investments and we're not experts at investments, right? But investment is not just a one.
It's not just
one
money.
thing.
Yeah, it's not just money,
It's not
right.
just investing in real estate or investing in the market. You also invest in yourself. You invest in your relationships,
Family.
with your girlfriends, with your family,
Life, work.
self-care investment. So, there's a lot that goes in under that umbrella of investment. So I was like Rafi to kind of keep it, a little bit more broad and not just so, segmented. Let's talk about relationships and all of that other stuff that you
invest in. But she comes ready, pads and notes and all.
Well, I just want to be able to have a
No, but
reference,
I
right?
love it.
Yeah.
So the guy said, creating time.
Do you want to quote this guy? Like, give him a name?
No. Create the time to make the right stitches and you'll be spared much time, hassle, and usually expense later. Right? So he's quoting the guy Stephen Covey who wrote the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And so he mentioned that there's 4 types of activities. Okay? So the first one is urgent and important activities, non-urgent and important, urgent and non-important, and non-urgent and non-important.
So these are all their own segment, like their own
4 different activities that people kind of spend their time in.
Got it.
And that most people spend their time doing 1 in sections 1 and 4.
What is one again?
Oh my.
So 1 is urgent and important,
it.
meaning
Right, and-
crisis, deadlines, putting out fires.
Right. Basically,
Danielle just had an epiphany.
when you're basically like under
Problem solving.
Right.
Right. Number 4 is non-urgent and non-important.
That's just funny. I
TV,
was thinking about
email, time wasters.
Yeah.
Instagram.
And that
Instagram.
most of us spend our time doing those two
That
all
is
the time.
Absolutely
That
true.
is-
That is.
that
Do
is-
we agree?
I agree.
Okay, so
agree.
What's the word that I use that I like to be?
Idle?
No. When you wait last minute because you're like, I work better under pressure. Is that what it is?
Procrastinator?
No. Like when you work better under pressure, like you feel like I'd rather be under pressure
Yeah.
because I'm gonna do it
So
better.
get it
but
done.
really, that's not the truth.
Right, it's not.
Because
Yeah.
You're
It's-
forced to do your best because
And you may make
have
mistakes.
Right.
Yeah,
you make
exactly.
more mistakes that way.
But if you were prepared and you were more at ease and things
you
might
know,
go.
I feel for me, I can't say for me personally because that's like an oxymoron. But in college, I felt like me being a procrastinator helped me get all the grades that I did get because I felt like I did my best papers under pressure until my
right.
until
I was gonna say
when I was doing my graduate program and I had a paper, it was like a 25 page, it was like the final, it was like my dissertation. It was like something really big, like 30 pages. It was like huge. And this is a long time ago, guys. So back in the days, the computer didn't just save your stuff. Like you had to really like manually press save all the time. And my stuff didn't save. And I was like on page number 25. I was done and nothing saved.
would've
And I
died.
cried. And
No,
the
I
paper
felt
was
her.
due the next day, like 12. So I cried. My mom was a good tech person. She tried her best to retrieve my paper, but she only could have retrieved maybe
Couple of pages.
10 pages.
Wow.
So I had like 10 more pages. And this is like 10 pages like before like anything was fixed. And I cried for like an hour or two. And I said, I got to put my big girl panties on. But I still got a good grade though. But I still got
But did you start that paper on time or
No, I didn't. I
did you
procrastinated.
procrastinate?
Yeah, waited till last
Like I
the day
always
before.
did.
But
that
then that
taught
goes
me.
against what you said because it's like if you would have prepped, then you probably would have taken more time.
Absolutely.
I think that's what
Right.
she was. I think that's the point she was
Right.
getting to.
Until then, right?
Right.
But after that, I try not to procrastinate anymore.
yeah, and I always used to like be like feel fascinated by those people that be like, I work best under pressure. And I'd be like, damn, I wish I could be like that. So
What about
like
you,
more
Danielle?
effective.
I think
I think
we tell ourselves.
Danielle
that.
has something to say. What about
Yeah,
you?
I think we tell ourselves that.
Guess what?
What?
No one is perfect.
Right.
True.
Whether you are a procrastinator or whether you are an organizer, you can make mistakes. At the end of the day, you cannot cause stress on yourself to try to be perfect.
Right. I agree.
Either way.
Yeah.
Right, but someone like me who's always waiting last minute to do things, I will say that I have more inks and more agita because I wait till the last minute versus if I had more time and I properly planned, I wouldn't feel like, oh my God, I have all this anxiety, I'm sweating, I'm waiting till the last minute. So yes, no one's perfect, but I think someone like you who I admire, Danielle, you prep. You'll be like, I already got my makeup done at 7 a.m. I have my outfit out. I have my to-do list. I'm doing this. And I'll wake up and I'm like, oh, I'm just, my day is going to be
I'm gonna
come together.
falling. Whatever the energy
go with the flow. I have my to-do list too, but I'm not going to get dressed till 3 o'clock for my 5 o'clock. And next thing you know, I'm scrambling and I'm like, ah! So I do admire people that are more like A-type personalities that will say, okay, I need to, have more of a structured schedule. Whereas I'm just like, it all depends on my mood. If I
Yes.
wake up feeling like this, then my day's going to go like that or blah, blah, blah. But it's just, I'm a work in progress. Like you said, none of us
Let me
can
ask
be
Danielle,
perfect.
what made you become like that? Were you always like that or?
I have always held 2 jobs
Okay.
and that I have no choice but to be organized.
Got it.
So, if I'm going from my 9 to 5 and then I'm going to, I don't know, go do taxes, I have to remain organized and I have to set up my day the day before. If I don't, I'm screwed. And mentally, it throws me off.
Got it.
My energy is off. In order for me to be able to be great that next day, I have to prepare.
I wish I was that kind of person.
That is awesome.
But I
not
feel like
everyone
you
is
are.
like that.
don't-
You don't have to.
No, I know I don't have to be.
Not on that level,
Right.
Not on that level, but
think
I'm
you
not
are,
I'm not a to-do list person. My to-do list is up here, which everybody's like, you should write it down. You should write it down.
Yeah,
that's
and
my
yeah,
voice,
you should write it down. But for some reason, I mean, so far so good. I've been okay in my life, like, right? But, you know, I really should kind of like write it down. And they say when you put paper
To pen.
to pen,
Right.
Yeah.
pen to paper.
Pen to paper.
So one of my issues is I'm very forgetful. The only way for me to be successful is to write it down.
Got it.
And if I don't write it down, it's going to keep me up in the middle of the night. I have so much going on. I have to sleep. I'm gonna write it down.
Got it.
I told you the other day,
Right,
you know,
we were having this
we were having this conversation. If I can be thinking about something in the middle of the night, and it will keep me up all night if I don't write it down.
Got it.
Once I write it down, I know I'm done. I won't forget it
Because you can go back to it.
and I can come back to it tomorrow morning.
Right.
That's the best. I mean, isn't it always a good feeling when you actually accomplish something on time? Like the few times that's happened to me.
The few times. I'm mad that you said the few times that happened.
It'd be real. It'd be great. I'd be like,
The few times that things that you accomplish the things that you have.
I need to have more discipline because I'm like, you're so disciplined to do that. Because I would do that maybe for a day or two because I felt that feeling like, oh my God, like I did it. I have enough time. I'm not stressed. And then I'll go back to my old habits. And I'm just like, why can't I just hold on to that feeling of
know-
like, okay, it was so good. Let's keep this momentum going.
You know what they say? It's a saying, consistency yields results.
Yeah.
So, you know, well, that's just everything.
But I
right?
think for me, I know it's because of the way that I'm an
Thought
entrepreneur,
process?
right? And the way I process things and the way my
Function.
life is
It's
set
coordinate set up.
I don't have a structured 9 to 5. I don't have a corporate job, and that's no excuse. But I've always been on just fly by night, or is that the word? Or I'm
on
ready
my,
at-
I create my own schedule.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm always prepared if somebody calls me. If somebody's like, I need something, I'm like, let's go.
But I think it's also of the industries that you worked in the past.
Right.
That a lot of it was very last minute. Everything was like
Everything is last minute.
Right?
Or
So-
hurry up and wait.
Yeah.
Either
I would
hurry
be
up-
ready, but it would be like,
to
I'm
sit
waiting.
and wait.
But
3,
it's
5,
hurry up
6
and wait,
hours.
hurry up, get there, and you're
Right.
like, oh, okay, but you had me here for 5 hours,
Right.
And I rushed to get here. But I think it's also coming from the industry that you
Mm-hmm.
worked in, where it came like you gotta go, like I need the shirt, I need this, I need that, and you're like, oh, I'm all scrambling all over the place, and I think that just kind of like
Yeah,
perpetuated
absolutely.
where you are today in regards to the procrastination, rushing, and doing things last minute.
Absolutely.
I mean, but at the end of the day, you're very successful, so it's working for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, well, I mean, with that being said, they said number 2 is the best way to earn personal growth, which is the non-urgent and important, meaning building relationships, identifying opportunities, prevention, and planning. So that would be
non-urgent but important.
non-urgent and important, because you're going to do some of the non-urgent times. So then we're going to get to that, right? So similar to the doing nothing. So one of the steps is do nothing. So you wake up one day.
Like self-care, taking
Yes.
time to just be still
Right.
and just taking care of you and not engaging in TV or
Right.
emails or other people,
Right.
but just taking that time to just embrace your free time.
Right.
And that's in a way preparing, because then your mental space won't be so foggy and so busy, and you could say, okay, I remember I needed to do this or that.
But I think a lot of people are scared to do nothing.
Yeah, but
I love doing nothing.
I me too. I enjoy doing nothing, but then there's times my nothing drags for a few days, and then I feel guilty, and I'm like,
No, the guilt be
I'm not
there,
doing
but I'd be like, God,
Yeah.
my body is telling me to do nothing. Please,
that's
let
what
me
you tell
know.
yourself.
Right.
Like,
I need to
God.
honor this, and I'm not gonna fight it. So you have to honor it, because
Yeah.
I feel amazing after.
But
the
how many?
nothingness.
So when does it become a problem when you're doing nothing for a few
Yeah.
days?
No, but your gut tells you. If you're doing it for a few days, then because you have to listen to your body. If your body is telling you relax, lay down, but then there's a voice that's telling you, oh my God, you're lazy, you're a procrastinator, you could have been working on this. That's bad. That's just negative energy trying to
agree.
come in to
Yeah.
trick you. But your body really needs that downtime.
I
'cause
agree.
You feel amazing afterwards.
Absolutely.
Right.
I think that
I was-
open. Go ahead.
no, I was going to say, to her point, I've never been a person to like the do nothing. I didn't subscribe to that do nothing. I'm like, do nothing. I have to do something. What you mean?
I have
Like-
laundry in
Yeah,
front
because
of
you're
me.
always moving, Rafi. You don't sit still.
Yeah,
a
but
Libra thing.
because I feel like
Things
Who's
gotta
gonna
get
do
done.
it? Yeah. Or for me, I'm always like, who's gonna do it? I got this laundry. I got this kids, whatever. Or I could do this. I could do that. And then, but the past couple of months, having some health little issues that I was dealing with, like on the weekends, Friday night, I have to get home early because we have childcare issues. But I would just lay there, and I would be just laying there. Saturday morning, get up, walk the dog, and then just lay there. Like I would be depleted.
Right.
And I would just lay there and just lay there.
Right.
And
Did
my
it not
mother's
feel
coming
good?
back and forth. You okay? Yeah, I'm okay. And I would feel like
I should be
I
doing
need, I need to get up and do something.
Right.
And then I would just go back and lay there.
And good.
But then I started realizing that my body was just tired.
Yeah.
And I mean, based on the health issues I was dealing with, I was like, well, now I know why I just was like, I don't feel like doing nothing.
Right.
Because I already gave my whole energy the whole week.
And I think it's the way that we were raised too, because our parents never do nothing people. I know
Never.
for like my mom, it's constantly, and it's so funny because I was having this conversation with a coworker of mine because she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to cook dinner." I'm like, "What?"
5 o'clock.
Well, remember our old
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like that was my mom. Like back in the days when we were younger, she would either be cooking super late at night or super early in the morning. Oh
no.
Right? And I was like,
but
I'm
to
not doing
be
that.
That was their version of meal prepping.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Right.
No.
So I say that because when I moved into my own apartment years ago, I remember I was like, oh, I have to wash these dishes. I have to do this. I have to do that. Eleanor was like, hold up. You live with your mother still? I was like, no, it's my place. She was like, why do you feel like you need to do the dishes? Let it stay there.
Because we become our parents.
Right.
And I also think they made us feel bad when
Exactly.
when we were sitting around
Doing nothing.
doing
Yeah.
nothing. They'd be like, you don't
What
have
are you
anything
doing?
to do.
Like
You don't
this
have homework. You don't
Right,
have
right,
nothing."
right.
Go clean
Yes.
this, go clean
Why
that.
can't I just be in my moment by
Right.
myself
Yeah.
Right.
and just doing nothing? So I
Right.
think it was instilled in us like you have to be busy. You have to
Absolutely.
do
Yeah.
something.
Right.
If you're not doing something, then you're not being productive.
Right.
Yeah. Shout out
Right.
to my best friend Eleanor told me do nothing.
Well, that was
Yeah.
good.
She
for
really
her.
was like, girl, what are you doing? I was washing the dishes. It's like midnight. Is it really that serious?
Right.
Roaches or rats? I was like, no. She was like, go sit down.
Right,
You'll be
right,
all right.
yeah.
One or two dishes in the sink is not gonna have an infestation in your house. I'm
Right.
like, okay. But I also think that COVID-19, not to like bring that maybe we shouldn't say those words, but
Already said
whatever. That time period in our lives had forced us.
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
To do
No,
To
they
sit down.
make everybody
Yeah.
sit down.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
even at those times, I felt like I should be doing something.
Me too.
Not me.
Not I.
I did.
No, I felt that.
I did.
I did.
I did.
Even
After
working from
week
home.
3 or 4, I was like, this isn't it.
Right.
This is this.
I was
like
bored.
I,
That's the thing.
literally,
I was still working during that time.
I was
but-
working too.
I was working too, but I was saying to myself, having a second job and everything is like stop.
Yeah.
You know, what is happening? Because I only expected it to last 2 weeks.
Yeah, at 14 days.
And 14 days. I was thinking, okay, this is
2
kind of
weeks
like
of
a little,
vacation, like,
yeah, 2 weeks of vacation.
And I want to say, I know I
going.
keep saying that I'd love to just do nothing. FYI, the reason why I think in my big age, I'm like, I will honor my body. If my body tells me to just sit down and do nothing, I'm going to honor that is because in my younger years, I'm still young, but in my like peak of my career when I was like really busy, I would be on video sets from like 6 in the morning till 6 the next morning. I would be shopping from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. I didn't
She
know
was a
how
stylist,
to
y'all.
stop.
She
Like
was a
I was
stylist.
That's what I said,
nonstop
your
to the point where I got burnt out. So for me, because I experienced that, I was like, I will never do that to myself again because I wasn't putting myself first. I wasn't doing self-care. It was, sleep when you die, or
that's a big saying.
And I
though.
was
Yeah.
like,
All the
people
time.
believe that.
Yeah.
why did I just subscribe to this? So I think for me, because I experienced that burnout, because I was so angry at myself for not putting myself first, my health first, my well-being first, my spiritual, mental, physical being first, I was like, wait a minute, I'm not gonna die for
Nobody's job.
Yeah.
nobody's
Nobody
job,
else.
or to become a multi-millionaire and
Hello.
not really have the life and health to enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
So
Absolutely.
you have to have some sort of balance. Because
Absolutely.
all of that, I got to keep moving.
Well, that brings me to the next one. Invest in life extending time. Your health.
Employers and everybody else, no offense, you can always be replaced. That's how employers
Oh my
look at
God,
you.
Yeah.
Danielle, I say this to my coworkers, my peers at my
Samantha
job.
says this a lot.
I say this a lot. I'm not killing myself for nobody's
No.
job, right?
You cannot.
I do what I do. Yeah, I clock in, I clock out. I do my thing. I do what I'm supposed to do half of the time, right? As long as it's on time.
Half of the time.
You
Come
didn't hear
on,
that.
like let's be honest.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
You
you
didn't hear
know,
that.
like I get the work done,
as
whichever
long as it
way,
gets done.
as long as it gets done, right? If I get it done in 2 hours, and the next 6 hours I'm sitting chilling on Instagram and talking to y'all all day, because that's what I do a lot.
Right. Right.
Anybody in my
But the job
anybody
gets
in
done.
edit
the
that.
job gets done, right? Because I know maybe some of my coworkers may be watching, but they know, they come to my office like, what you do? I'm on my phone. But anyway, I tell all my coworkers, because some of them kill themselves for work. I was like, you building
Can't do
somebody
it.
else's dream. Like, you know, whoever.
cannot
I'm not
do
going to say
it.
my employer, but you know, this building was opened 100 years ago. You're building
Yeah.
that dead person's dream
Yeah.
by
Right.
killing yourself for that. If you want to go so hard, go hard for yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right, and if it and not everybody's an entrepreneur, and not everybody's going to do
Yeah.
it for themselves, and I'm okay with that. But at the end of the day, don't be killing yourself for nobody, because you are replaceable.
But like you were saying before, it's really how we were taught.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
Like, because the younger generation, they're not on that.
Oh my
they
God.
take their
Them?
time. It's
Them?
funny. I was watching a TikToker and he was saying the same thing I'm about to say. And he was saying that, you know how we so used to, you got to give your 2-week notice and stuff like that before. They was like, these young people don't think about that. You know
do not
why?
care.
Because they already know in their head, you're replaceable. They just need time the company needs time to find a new person to just replace you.
Right.
They don't care about you.
Right.
So
They
why are you giving 2 weeks?
Absolutely.
Go start whatever
And I
the other
always-
job or whatever, because they're not thinking about you.
I tell
They only-
everyone,
you
absolutely.
just doing that as a favor to them, but they ain't do no favors for you.
Nope. Because
You know
I
what
tell
I'm saying?
everyone, you die today, tomorrow your position is being filled.
Exactly.
Or you're on
Always.
Indeed. Your
Yeah.
position's on Indeed. So
That is true.
don't be killing
They don't
yourself
want
for
to be
nobody,
rushed. They do
please.
things on
Do
their
your
own
job. Don't get me
time.
wrong. Don't listen
Yeah.
to do your job, but
Yeah.
don't be killing yourself for nobody's job. It's never that serious.
Yeah.
It's never that serious.
Okay. On that.
But I'm gonna say for Rafaela, because we're gonna have a truth moment right now, right? Because Rafaela is that person.
I don't think I killed my.
Yes, you do.
Rafi.
This is about to turn into a little.
Are you gonna let me
we gonna
finish
repeat
though?
session.
Are you gonna let me finish though?
right,
I don't
all
think
right.
I kill myself for my job. I think I like to do my job efficiently at times, and it looks like I'm trying to kill myself. But the job is the job, and some of it may spill over at times because of the type of work that I'm doing. But I don't necessarily feel like I'm killing myself.
Well, you know
know?
what? I'm going to interpret it for you, Rafi, and
Rosie's the best
interpret what the
interpreter.
girls are trying to say. Rafi, I don't think you're killing yourself for the job. I think you are trying to fill a void because it's never what it is on the surface. It's never what it is consciously. It's subconsciously. You want to be busy. You want to feel needed. You want to feel valued. You're looking for validation. So therefore, you feel like I always have to be busy. I always have to be doing something. I want to feel like I'm accomplishing something because there's something missing in my life that I'm not getting or I'm not giving. And so therefore, I'm going to use this as a crutch or as a reason to kind of lean on to make it seem like I need to be doing this.
Why do you
That's
feel
what
about
it
that?
I don't know if I mean, I hear her. I mean, I don't know if it's a void per se. I just feel like I've always been like that when it came to work, to be honest. Whether I was working
dedicated.
at Def Jam.
That's her work ethic.
Yeah, I think I've been always like that. Any type of job I've been, I just always give my all. And sometimes I've learned I have to pull back.
Right.
For sure.
Right.
And I've learned sometimes I give too much.
Right.
Definitely.
But that's what I would say on that. And I think I would try to keep busy sometimes if I have some other things going on as far as personal stuff. So when I'm at work, sometimes it allows me that space to not have to
Deal with it.
Deal with
Deal?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it gives me that moment.
It's an escape.
Yeah.
It is an escape for me at times because sometimes your home may not be your sanctity, right?
Right.
Or when you come home,
It's
I go
another
to
job
another
now.
job.
Right.
So I'm
It is another job,
parenting.
too. It is another job.
And I'm navigating relationships at home.
Right.
So sometimes
Right.
it can be.
It is
Overwhelming, and sometimes the job is considered your kind of time to yourself.
It is my time to myself, actually, a lot of the
can-
time.
but
And
that's
I wasn't.
unhealthy.
But you
wait, right. And so I
sometimes
wasn't
you enjoy
creating.
what you do.
Right. And sometimes I wasn't, but I also, to her point, was not making time in my life for me either. I would just be doing work, and then I would be doing home life,
Right. And forgetting about you.
and then not giving no time back to me.
So
Yeah.
guess what? You can never be healthy unless you are actually making sure that you are good.
Right.
You can't get it. You can't do the job right.
Right.
You can't be a great mother.
Right.
You can't be a great daughter.
Right.
You have to put yourself first.
Right.
And even if it's only 3 hours a week, at least you get time to yourself. I'm always like saying, even to my friends that are married and have kids and things like that, everything is always, you are dedicated to family.
Yep.
When do you have time for you?
Right. Yeah.
If you are not mentally sane, what makes you think that you're going to be healthy for those who are dependent on you?
Right.
Right.
Like
It's like you got to pour into
I agree.
you first.
I
You gotta
agree.
pay
It's
yourself
the
first.
idea of it's in Fleischmann's, going back to Fleischmann's, because I told
You got to put your oxygen
You got to
mask
put
on
your
first.
oxygen
Right.
mask
Right.
on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely
It sounds
was.
selfish, but
But it's
the truth.
It's not
It's
selfish.
not selfish. We've
It's
been
not
trained
because
to think
it
it's
sounds
selfish.
selfish.
And
I say
selfish
that.
is not a negative word. I think
do-
we need to normalize that selfish is not a bad
Girl,
thing.
It's to be just thinking about
there's-
yourself
there's
sometimes.
different-
one.
There's different aspects.
I think there's
of
different
selfish,
levels to
right?
selfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's good selfish.
Right.
There's bad
Yes.
selfish.
Right.
There's medium selfish.
And to
What me-
piggyback on
yeah.
what Danielle said, like from the inception of me having my first child, I always felt that way, because how am I going to be a good mother to him if I couldn't take care of myself? And mine was more like tangible things, like my paycheck. I'm gonna buy me something. He's good, right? He's good. He got his clothes. He got everything he needs.
He got his formula.
I'm gonna
Getting
take
fed.
care of me
Yeah.
before I get something new for him.
Right.
But a lot of people's like, that's how you think. Yeah.
Yeah, not
Because-
many people
But
prescribe
no, but
to
at that age, because I was a young mom, so at that age, it was just like, that's how you think. That's how it's
Yeah.
supposed, like, da da da. And I was like, yeah, because if I can't be happy, there's no way I could be a good happy parent.
Right. Or you can't make anyone else happy.
Right,
You're
right,
not happy.
right. So I was like, I'm gonna go to the Gap, because that's and I'm
you
gonna
love- you love that store.
and I'm gonna go and buy me a shirt
Pajamas.
or something, or some panties,
Underwear,
or
yeah.
whatever.
So Rafi,
'Cause I
like
used
you
look
have to like
Gap
start
body.
working to at least give yourself an hour.
Right.
I would say hour a day, but I know realistically that may not be possible. But at least an hour where you don't deal with nothing, no kids and family, and no work. Not even thinking about work. Even if it's go sit in the park,
Right.
go sit at a cafe and order juice. I don't know. As long as you order
to our
something.
podcast.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Yeah, you
but
gotta
that's
listen
what
to
I'm
podcasts.
saying. I've been doing a little bit more of that. Maybe
Yeah.
I still have to. I have a lot. I'm a work in progress.
You're a work in
Yeah.
and I still have a lot more. I think I need to be more intentional with putting it, like scheduling my time for myself, not just scheduling my time for us to kind of be here, scheduling my time to go to work, scheduling my time for dinner.
Right.
I need to schedule time for me too.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
And it's not only because our partners, I know for me, my partner thinks, oh, well, you had your time. You went to get your nails done. No.
That's not time.
Right.
That's not.
You went to get your
time.
hair done. No, that's not my time. My time is I want to sit here and do absolutely nothing.
Right.
Yes.
Like,
Right.
I don't want to hear nobody, or y'all could call me, but I don't call me. I'm talking
Right.
about my people in my house.
But I think it starts with Rafi. You have to tell yourself that it's okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
I think if you don't tell yourself it's okay, then you're doing it and it doesn't feel genuine.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
you feel guilty.
And so
Yeah.
if you're not doing it with a genuine heart and mind, then it's not going to feel good.
Right.
Yeah.
It's going to feel like, oh, I'm just doing this because somebody told me,
Right.
or my friends are telling me I should take time to myself. But really in my mind, I'm like, I can't wait to go and do this, or I need to do that. So it's really being counterproductive. So you have to really be
Intentional.
Like
Yeah.
you said,
Maybe
that's the
take
word.
yoga classes, like those good, like heated yoga or something.
Yeah, but
Like-
maybe that's not something I want to do.
Whatever makes you happy.
I'm saying that,
Yeah.
like,
I'm saying
even
the reason I say that because those are classes that you could have 45 minutes an hour where it's just self.
But that's
It's
you,
peace,
Farrah.
there's-
That yoga is more you.
no.
Whatever. No,
No,
but it's true.
no, I
like
understand
going to
that, but I'm saying-
classes and doing those kind of things are more you.
No,
They may
but-
not be Rafaela.
I know, but that's what I'm suggesting.
She may
it.
wanna do
I know, but I'm
suggesting it.
saying that I feel like I've started to
Which I'm proud of you.
incorporate some of that. Like I was just saying, for weeks before I got sick, when I was feeling really low during the weekends, I would just lay there. I wouldn't.
Right.
I wouldn't get on the phone and say nothing to you guys about how I was feeling.
Right.
Or I felt
Silent.
tired, so I was just
Sometimes
lay
it's-
there.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Whether my kid was at home or I was with my nephew, I would just lay on that couch and literally just.
I'm proud of you, Rafi.
So I'm saying I'm
Baby
taking
steps.
baby steps. It is hard for me, like you said. I probably have to allow myself to say it's okay.
Right.
Yeah, because I definitely feel the weight at times, but I'm starting to realize I have to kind of let go. Or like you
have to-
said,
because you have to
because
not
the
feel
earth will
guilty.
continue to circulate,
Right.
It's
even
still gonna
if the
go on
laundry's not
without
done or not.
you.
Right.
And
Let's
not-
make it a little fun, right?
Yes.
Sorry, I'll let you go, Danielle. I
You
cut
just
you off.
can't feel guilty for wanting to put yourself first because you are putting everything and everyone else first.
Right.
And until I feel like mentally we probably connect a little bit more because I have my own health issues, but you don't really see that change and the importance of putting yourself first until you kind of get in a situation where you have no choice.
Right.
And you don't want that.
Right.
And the
that is
universe
what
will
don't-
put you in that.
Right. So like,
place.
the universe
When you
definitely
don't
forced
listen.
me to sit down recently.
Yeah.
Right, like
and it was
and honestly, I mean, I'm religious, but I'm not like I don't go to church every
You're
day.
spiritual.
I'm spiritual.
Yeah.
But I will say I feel like it's God talking to you saying,
Absolutely.
sit your
Down.
butt down.
absolutely. Because that's what he said to me.
Enough is enough.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe not like, but that's what he said.
That's what
and
he-
I definitely
You
took
got the
that in.
message.
Right.
You definitely got
Oh,
the
I
message.
absolutely felt it. Like I'm having to spend this time in the hospital. I mean, like I said, it was it was life changing. Even though everybody's like, well, it's not like you was on near your deathbed. I'm like,
It doesn't have to
no,
be.
no. I know,
said
but
that?
one of our friends said it. But
Who said that?
it doesn't matter. But I know they didn't mean it in that way. They were just saying like
It was just how they. It was just
It's almost
what
like
they
they're
said,
trying
not
to
how
feel
they said
better.
It
it.
was trying to say like, come on, girl, you wasn't really
You're right.
dying. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, but for me, I took it deep. It was deep.
It's deeper
Oh,
than
I-
it's deeper than what it
Right.
really is.
It was
Right.
deep
And
for me
even
when
if
that
it's
happened.
not going to kill you, it's the point that you realize, yo,
It was
I've
a
been doing
serious
too.
health scare.
I've been doing
Right.
too much.
It was right.
I'm doing too much.
Right.
At some point, like it could have been worse.
Yeah.
Right. Or in seconds, it
And-
could have been worse.
Right.
Seconds,
Right.
not
Right.
even minutes.
Right.
Seconds.
So
Right.
you have to say to yourself, I have 2 kids. I have to be there for them.
right.
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 I have to realize that I have to put myself first.
Right.
And it's not you being selfish. Mentally, you're going to feel like when you are in that space and it's quiet time for you, you're in your mind, you're going to be saying, oh, I can't do this. I can't do this. You have to do it.
Right.
Yeah, you're gonna talk yourself out of it. You don't.
You have to. And you can't feel guilty about it because mommy has to be here.
Right.
Yeah.
Mommy has to be here for her mother. Mommy has to be here for her sibling. Mommy has to be here for her friends.
Right.
Mommy has to be here for her kids.
Mommy
and
has to
that's-
be here for mommy.
Right.
Mommy,
For
yes,
Rafi.
and that's number 1.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Rose?
Let's make it a little fun.
Wait, hold
right?
on. Let me go through them and then we can get to the fun.
Okay.
So we went through a lot of them. Investing in life extending time. Number 2 was investing in the foundation building, which we talked about. 3, investing in do nothing time.
We love that.
Everybody subscribes to that. Invest in system creating. So that's more of like the planning or putting
Yeah.
things in order.
You got that though.
I know.
So that part you
But
got.
that part, but
Yeah.
I'm not good in everything, like you said.
Right,
Everybody
right.
has
And
their
nobody's perfect.
right.
That's the
Invest in cushion time, just like I think Rosie mentioned something like giving myself more time, or even Farrah, where sometimes she thinks she has more cushion time and she don't when it comes to traveling.
Girl.
Like the time frames.
What was the which one?
It said invest-
Urgent
so much new about the
importance?
ladies.
No, I mean we all are doing 1 and 4 a lot. So what I'm saying,
definitely 1 and
one of
4.
them says invest in cushion time, like give yourself more time.
Yes,
you can't
I
say you're gonna be there in
she don't
40
factor
minutes.
in. She don't
and
factor
you living in Long
traffic.
Island.
She don't
don't.
factor in people not coming downstairs on
Right,
time.
right, that type
Oh,
of
it's 40
stuff.
minutes. No, Farrah, 40 minutes plus everything else.
Right,
that
Right.
And so, and you
Yes,
would always
I
say,
am
"Damn, I didn't
guilty.
factor." But I think
I
even
am
us,
guilty.
we have to. Even me, sometimes I live here and I'm thinking, "Oh, I can get there in about an hour." No, maybe if you give yourself the extra half, then you're not rushing. So almost like for me and Rosie,
Right.
who live further, and we're always kind of going back to Brooklyn, right?
Right.
Okay. Invest in savoring time. More like sensory issues, almost like having your ice cream and really like tasting. You know how Rosie should be making sounds when she really likes her food.
Enjoying it,
like savoring every morsel.
Making sounds,
Girl, you know you be making sounds when you love your food.
When you love it.
Yeah, when you love it.
You love it.
She Rosie be like,
I never hear myself making these sounds.
No, but I think
You'll be
that's so
That's crazy.
I never hear these sounds.
It's crazy that we all agree. I haven't even had. I had dinner with her, but I haven't had dinner with these two. And the fact that we all say the same thing.
When I eat something good, I make a sound.
Yes, you do.
Listen, that means
you
I
be
am
like
present,
smacking.
honey.
Right,
but
right.
I think it's so
It's also about present, savoring the time.
But I think that people don't do that.
We don't.
Yeah.
Right? You're eating the ice cream, but you're rushing, or you're
Right.
just eating it because you like the taste, but you're not savoring it.
Right, like the coffee. When like I really enjoy my coffee, I'd be like, this is a good cup.
Yes.
You know. So to me, I think that's
savoring the time. Yeah.
regardless of whatever you're doing, even and then we'll get to that, savoring the time in the bed. You know, you with your man.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
You know, it doesn't always have to
And
be
savoring
rush.
the accomplishments too, right? Even the things that aren't just like, we're not talking about food, but when you've accomplished 2 out of the 4 things on your to-do list,
Right.
it's okay to be
in the
like,
back.
Pat yourself
oh wow,
on the
I
back.
did
that.
I may not have gotten all of it done, but let's live in the moment.
Moment.
But I think a lot of people.
Too.
I know I'm that person. I don't like. I feel like it's like bragging or whatever, and I have to learn to do that better.
Yeah,
savoring
Samantha
in the
doesn't
little
pat herself in the back.
accomplishments because although people's like, you did this, girl, you're doing great, and I'm like, am I?
You definitely have to give yourself more
Yes,
grace.
right.
You gotta
because
give
you are.
yourself more grace.
Samantha, what was the bar you said the last time?
did I say?
And me and Ralph, Eleanor was like, that's a bar. You said, I hate that I'm so good at
Oh,
like,
yes.
what?
I was organizing an event at my job, and everybody all day, oh my God, this was so smooth. It's so great. It's so great. It's so great. And I'm like, okay, thank you. And I was like, I hate that I'm so good at it because everybody was giving me so much praises. I don't like to take I'm not a good complimenter. Like I don't like to receive compliments. I know it's a problem, but you know, everybody was like, "Oh my God, it was so smooth. They loved it." Da, 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 da. And I'm just like, "Okay, thank you." And I said,
Well,
yes.
what is it about that? Let's
I
go
don't know.
deeper into that.
Are we gonna have we having a session?
We having a session.
Wait, the last one.
I don't know.
Wait, the last one. Invest in time assessment. No, it's not back to you. I'm saying that was the last one, number 7. And I think we may have to dig deeper into that one.
I don't know. Like I never really dug deep onto why, like when people give me my roses or my flowers, that I'm just like, all right, thank you.
Is it that you don't believe them?
No, I think I believe people. I mean, if enough people say it, then I think I believe it. But I just feel like I don't know. Like,
Do you?
I
I
don't
think
think
it's not culture because growing up is like it's almost like when
You didn't do good enough. It's not enough.
I don't know what it is like. It's almost like when you were given compliments, you had to be like, you had to be like, oh, it's okay. Like
But if
we
you
weren't
did
allowed
it-
to be confident.
Yeah, but
outwardly.
then that comes from a place
Something.
maybe you don't feel like you're worthy.
Right, like worth
right.
it.
It's
I don't
deeper
know.
than that.
It probably is deeper.
And I'm
Go
no
ahead,
Deepak
go ahead.
Are
Chopra.
not mediocre. We just had the conversation
Right.
while we
Instead
was
of
having
saying good, say great.
Yes.
Right.
And it's okay to be great.
Right.
Yes,
It's
absolutely.
okay
Thank you, Danielle.
to be successful. It's okay to be that girl.
Right.
And it's okay to say out loud, you're that girl.
Thank you,
Exactly.
Danielle. I'm
It
that
is
girl.
okay.
I do think maybe it's culture, or I think maybe because I don't think it's from us, because I think we always
It's
give
not
each
my
other
mom. My mom
big
and my
ups.
parents were very like good. Like, you know, they
Is
were
it the
always-
middle child thing? Because Samantha
It
is a
could be.
middle child.
It
and
could
she
be.
does feel like she was never heard, or you never got the attention because you were that middle
It
child.
could be. It
Yeah.
could be the
So
middle
it could
child
be that-
situation. But you know, that's psychosocial. That's psychodynamics, and that's like going deep into like
Well, I
the
think-
person's core.
I think that's
and
why-
and we don't have time for psych.
Right. Time assessment.
Right. No, really. No. Psychodynamics is like a really, like you go really deep into the person's. How did you feel when you were 2 years old when your mommy forgot to say happy birthday?
Yeah, we're not gonna
Like,
make it a
gonna go
therapy
there.
session.
But no, but it has to, I have to think about it.
Yeah.
Like,
I
why
think
is
so.
it that
I think
when
so.
people give me like say, oh, you did great, I'm just like,
Because
okay,
I think you're very confident, Sam.
Right. I was gonna say.
Like you're super
I'm
confident.
confident, but I don't like to take compliments.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So you just
that
want
weird?
you just prefer nobody say anything.
You just want it to be known.
It's no,
without
like
it being
I
expressed.
am that girl. I feel like I'm that girl.
I was gonna
right?
say, I
But
feel like
like
I
to
think
hear
you
it from
think you
people.
are that girl because you be getting it done.
But I
So I
didn't
don't like
realize
to
it
hear
bothers
it.
you. Like
She doesn't like
me,
to hear it.
I cringe too when people give me compliments.
Compliment me all
Because-
day, y'all. Okay.
That's a Virgo on her too.
Such a Virgo.
Virgos love compliments.
But we compliment people all the time too.
yeah, you do.
know?
Y'all
I've
do.
cringed before, especially in the past, hearing compliments because maybe I feel like in a way I've gotten a lot of negative energy towards me growing up as a kid. Like, do this, do that, be like your cousin, be like this person, whatever. So then when I'm actually doing something good, I'm like, people tell me and I'm just like,
Am I?
Yeah, am I
doubt yourself.
really?
You feel
Yeah.
like-
Is it because you feel like you're not living up to the potential that
Yeah.
they set for you?
Exactly. Or I'm being hard on myself because
Right.
I'm like, no, I think I should have done more. And I'm like, you really thanking me for this? Like,
I ain't
in
do
my head-
much.
Yeah, I didn't do much, but I have to stop myself. Yeah, you did.
But I think
Right.
as a collective, women in general, we don't know how to accept a compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Right?
Yes,
Because
yes.
we'll be like, girl, you look beautiful. And you be like, no, I don't. I feel fat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or
There's
Right.
always some
your hair
negative.
looks
in it.
amazing. No, look at my
Look at it,
edges.
right?
Oh, it's like it's something
these
in us
grays?
that we just want to play the background. Whereas men are quick to be, and maybe it's a testosterone thing, it's an estrogen thing, maybe because
Yeah.
we're hormonal. 1 minute we could have that spurt of I'm confident, I feel good, but the next moment you're like, I feel like shit, and I don't understand why you think I look good or feel good, but I think it plays a role maybe in just us being females
Right.
because we don't know how to accept a compliment.
Right.
That's true.
Maybe I
know,
think so. That's
so-
a good one. That's a good
Yeah.
reason why.
But you said you wanted to spin this around.
Yeah, you want to make it spicy?
I forgot where I was going with that.
You were going
You
with
had to write it
No,
down.
I was gonna
Go-
say
self-
what I was going to say is that let's make believe we had a magic wand or we had a genie in a bottle, and we were being our wish. Our 3 wishes, let's say you have 3 wishes and they could be granted to you. Rafi, you can have that life that you want. Unlimited. It's like limitless. How would your life be? What would you invest your time in for Rafi if you didn't have to work? If you didn't have to worry about finances or you had nannies, you had a chef, you had a driver. Like, how would you spend your 24 hours?
That's a great question.
I definitely feel like I would I wouldn't be a sleep-in person because I'm not really a sleep-in person.
But see, don't go there. 'Cause
I know.
you're thinking about the old Rafi. Think about the Rafi
The new
I got
Raph,
everything.
that got
You have
everything.
everything. Would you honestly sleep? Let's be honest, because sleep is nice.
I didn't say sleep isn't nice. I
That you
said
sleep in.
I may not sleep
That's
in
amazing.
because
Basically, you might not sleep late. You just wake up when your body tells you to wake up.
I would still wake up. I probably would
Well, I mean, everyone.
go meet with my trainer. I mean, you talk about
Right.
if we had
Let's-
money,
let's
right?
live in this-
If I had
everything.
If I had everything, I'm getting up early to getting my workout in.
Right.
Coming back to the house, breakfast is prepared because there's a chef.
Hello.
Hello.
The kids, okay, drop off. Okay, maybe I want to drop them to school that day.
That day, but if not, you call the
if your car-
nanny.
if your
Right.
Cars outside.
I would invest my time in more philanthropic, I think, things because I like helping people. So I
Yeah.
think I would be more like on boards of, a board member at Memorial Sloan. I don't know, Memorial Sloan.
Would you be doing designing? Or
I don't know what I would be I would be doing a little bit of everything. I feel
Right.
like because I have the time to do
That's what I
bits
always
and
say.
pieces of what I love because I love fashion. So I
Right.
could probably be on some board or CFDA, whatever. If I can get to
Let's make it even more fun. If you had 50,000 that you could just say, I have right now, let me just go shopping that day. I need you to really amp it up on the fantasy. Because I think you're still, doing, yes, acts of kindness are amazing.
I mean, I'm just.
But I'm talking about you have a 24-hour day where you can do whatever your heart's desire. Let's just think about a day, because I think sometimes when we think about doing things, we think of it as long term, right? Yeah, long term you'll be philanthropy. Long term you'll, do all of that. But this is a 24-hour day where you are a multi-millionaire, billionaire, and you can wake up that day and do everything you want.
I know, but I'm also a mom still.
No. let's stop. Let's.
Also, I'm not a mom.
No, you are a mom. But all
kids are
those things
taken care
are
of.
away.
But if
The thing-
oh, you said the kids are away because I'm saying if
I don't
I'm
want to be in Disney World with them, but they're away. They're in camp.
I'm just saying if I'm waking up and I still have money and I have kids, I still feel like you still are mom.
But it's the one
of
day
course.
that you get to do whatever you want. You're gonna be a mom.
okay.
for the
I
next
mean, go
rest
to
of
the
your life.
spa, go shopping, like you said. Maybe go.
Girl,
I mean,
I'm in the
I
spa.
mean-
I'm shopping. I'm eating.
we're
I'm at
gonna
the-
have brunch. We'll meet up. Hey, what y'all doing this afternoon?
I'm
This
calling my
evening?
girl. I'm like, call out
What
today.
concert? You know, I
Yeah.
think.
Concert. I'll call the jet.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
hello.
Hold on. We're gonna.
Okay,
we're gonna-
well, the
we're
jet,
gonna-
right.
We're gonna go to.
The night before,
I mean, I think I
ladies,
would.
pack your bag.
Yeah, maybe.
Go
Yeah, I
Farrah.
don't know.
Yeah,
Go Farrah.
Farrah.
Oh,
If
that's
you
it?
had 24 hours
Uh-huh.
to be a billionaire, what
Oh, so
would
24.
that?
That's different.
24
24 hours to be a
hours,
billionaire.
yeah, to be a
That's different.
billionaire.
and everything is taken care of.
What-
All your
What would your day
Responsibilities are taken
start
care of.
at?
Oh, okay.
Okay,
That's
I would.
different.
Okay, my closet would already be filled with my outfit. My stylist will have picked out my
Period.
clothes. I'm getting dressed, of course, after bathing and all that.
Right.
Get dressed.
I mean, hopefully.
My jet is already
Right.
waiting. I will call all you girls. I'm like, hey, ladies, I know y'all off today. If y'all not, I'm paying for y'all work day or work month. Let's go on
the
the
whole
plane.
month. That means we're
traveling.
quitting. If you're paying for my whole month, I have to quit my
It's
job.
a day. It's a day. She's paying for the day. She's paying for
I'm
the
just
day.
saying, because give you a little extra. Why not have an
Yeah, but then my job's gonna be like, bitch, you were away
But
for a
those
whole month.
who can't
It's
leave
okay.
for a month.
But yeah, it'll be a month payment for one day.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Exactly.
oh, that's nice.
I need
it's
to win
giving.
the
We're
mega-
really
shopping.
I need to win the Mega Million because y'all understand my dreams I'll be having about this.
It's just like Samantha in Sex and the City when she was like, "We're all going to the you know what?"
Yes.
Right.
And I literally, once everybody is okay, y'all don't have to pack anything. I will already have my travel concierge because I'll be above agent concierge. I'll be like the most expensive island or country
wherever
where
we're
it's
going.
hot because I
Right.
want us to go in some type of water. I don't want us
Right.
freezing. I want reservations for whatever dinner. I want all the shops out there, all the beautiful luxury
Waiting for
shops,
us.
The
waiting
shoppers.
for us to go shopping. Right? We're going out there. We're gonna eat, shop,
Are we all
beach,
getting Birkin bags?
whatever you
We're
want,
all getting
baby.
Birkin bags.
Whatever you want,
She
baby.
said all-inclusive
Inclusive.
shopping.
Yeah, I'm just
for
asking
everyone.
because you know what? You said billionaire. I was
Yes,
gonna say if it was
whatever
50,
you want,
depending on the price.
And I would do that. I would do a spa within the day.
Yeah.
Because we definitely need that, a spa, and just whatever. If we want to do something adventurous, whatever, have everything set up. Because I know we all think different. Be like, no, I want to do this or whatever. And I'm like, okay, if you guys want to do different things, we can do it in that country, and we'll just meet back up at whatever time.
for dinner.
Love it,
Exactly.
Farrah. I can't wait
That's
for
what
you
I
to
would
be a
All
billionaire.
right. So Danielle, your 24 hours of being a billionaire.
I'll incorporate the private jet. The private jet is waiting at 12:01 a.m. We're out.
Right. Where are we going?
We are going to Paris, baby.
My
Let
favorite
me tell
city.
you, we are landing, breakfast on the plane, showers, everything. We're going to have the makeup, hair done on a plane. We are getting off, being picked up, okay? Heading straight to the shops, and we're going to get there before they open because that's just what
And
we
we're going to have
do.
it empty just for us.
Just for us.
Love
We're going to
that.
get whatever we want. We're going to be out. I don't know what hotel we're going to stay in, but I'm just thinking that maybe we don't even stay in a hotel. We literally just jump back on the jet. We head to some, I don't know,
Island
some
or
beautiful island.
Italy. Was
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You
I'm okay with just a few days away. Like I don't need, she knows I can literally be there for 2-3 days and it's no big deal. So I'm with you. You pay for people to be away. I think we can all take 5 days off without there being an issue.
Right.
And if we need doctor's notes, we can get that.
Hello.
Yes.
So we have
And-
doctors.
Yeah. So we can definitely say it's definitely going to be 7 days off.
Yeah, she has surgery.
Just do whatever you want to do. You want me to bring some damn monkeys? We can bring the monkeys.
I'm so done.
Bring giraffes. Do we need to go to Africa? Like we could go from every continent.
We could be
Do
eating
you
with
wanna-
the animals.
Yeah, I'm
Continent
okay.
hopping.
Right.
I just want to do. We gonna do whatever the hell we want to do. Money is not an object.
Right.
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 And
At
living
all.
a day with nothing or no one saying no. Everything
Yes.
is yes.
Whatever you want.
I'm gonna need more than one day for that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna need more than one.
I mean,
day.
obviously, but just so you can really
Yeah.
make it interesting, it's just that 24 hours you have $1 billion to spend. You may not spend all of it. Obviously, you're not going to spend $1 billion in 24 hours, but you can
Why
do
not?
whatever you
Who
want.
said that?
I'm buying a house. I'm buying a house right now.
Work. All cash.
That being said,
Right.
Samantha, what would
All
your
cash.
24 hours?
I
of
think,
being a
you know,
billionaire?
just to kind of piggyback on everybody, I'm definitely flying out somewhere, mostly someplace probably hot, somewhere where there's a beach, somewhere where there's a pool, and just kind of relaxing. I'm more of a relaxing person. Shopping is not like my thing. I go online shopping, meaning like,
Mind you,
no, I
she
shop.
shops
She shops
every day.
24/7, but okay.
No, I do not shop
She has
24/7.
outfit pun outfit.
Oh my God, we talked about this like 3 podcasts ago. Come on, let's move on
I'm
from
just
that.
saying.
No,
You
but
said-
I
you
don't
said
shop.
you're not.
But I'm not like a
let her talk about her
shopper where I
billion.
like to go into the malls and shop.
She's an
and go.
online shopper.
I'm an online shopper now, but
I think she just
What
means that
if
the
you
shopping.
could get everything that's online right in front
then
of you?
I would
Yeah.
say get your carts filled and let's just go.
Like-
go,
Right,
go,
right,
go,
right,
go,
right.
Farfetch says we're coming to your hotel.
Oh, I like.
Oh,
that.
if they're doing that, but I don't like to go. Like I'm not a. I used to be, but I don't like to go into the stores as much.
I'm with you. I don't either.
So to say I'm gonna have a day of shopping, that wouldn't be fun for me,
Right.
Because after 2 hours, I'm done. Like, okay, I'm looking at the racks, I'm done, right? So I want to be relaxed. I'm going to the spa. I want the whole enchilada. I want everything: the facial, the body massage, the thing,
Rub,
whatever.
Microdermabrasion.
Everything, right? I want everyone to have the same treatment. I just want to be relaxed. I want to have a nice, relaxing day. And I'm calling my realtor, and we're saying we're going to buy a couple of houses so I can have investments, so that once that $1 billion is gone for that 24 hours, I still have more money after.
There you go, baby.
Right.
Right? So that would be my day.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I was gonna say 24 hours to have $1 billion to do whatever I want to do. I would definitely buy all of my friends a home, the home of their dreams, and we would definitely get on a private jet. We would be in Paris, as Danielle said, because you know I love to shop. We would be at Hermes. We would be at Cartier. We would be at all the high-end stores. Pick whatever you want. And then we would get massages. We would get the best caviar or whatever food you've never tried. You know, let's be adventurous.
Right.
Yeah.
We would be in Dubai next, on the beach, shopping, doing more shopping, more eating, more
Those
luxuriating.
who want to
we gonna
shop,
be back in
shop.
town
Those who
and-
don't want to shop.
Right.
Definitely just having that moment with each other and laughing.
Yes.
And then I think I would have some celebrities flown in. Like I
Yeah,
would
to
want, you
perform,
know,
to
perform
like
for you.
Brad Pitt there just to give me a massage. You know, I would want
Like, Brad, I'm paying for you to come give me a
Brad,
massage.
$25 million just to touch my shoulders and give me a
Imagine.
massage. Okay?
Like, I'm there.
Oprah, I need you and I to just have a sit down. I need you to
Yes.
give me the key to life. Deepak, I need you here. I
Yes.
got
I need
a Zen
$25 million
moment.
for you too.
I need
Beyonce,
Obama
I
there.
just need you to
Just
come
saying,
and
same.
show me how to, you know, like I would do ridiculous shit. Like
Right,
the
right.
people
I
that I've
definitely
always
would.
wanted to meet, I'll be
Yeah.
like, Michelle Obama, I need you here too. Let's talk, girl. Let's kiki.
Yeah.
I definitely
That
would
girl
have
time.
a dinner with all the like 10 people that I've always wanted to sit down and dine with. So it would definitely be something ridiculous.
I think you need a ridiculous moment with all that money.
Yes.
I think
yes.
so.
Aw,
It would be so much fun.
it would be.
Could one of us hit the jackpot?
We will.
And we will.
We will.
But needless to say, I think life in general is just, you know, life is fleeting and you
Yes.
have to invest time for the
Time.
things that you care about,
Yes.
right? And it's like they also say you can have all this money, but that doesn't mean it makes you happy.
Right.
It
Yep.
doesn't mean that you'll savor the moment because what happens is the more you have, the more you want. So you may have this amazing thing that you've always wanted, but you're gonna want more.
Right.
And you didn't take time to really savor that
Right.
and enjoy it.
Right.
Well, the article, says that people who are rich or who have money usually are the poorest, or they do not know how to savor moments as much.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, because they're always thinking about the next, or
Right.
but they don't
Or how
take
to
time
maintain it.
or how to maintain it. They don't
Yeah.
appreciate just the moment of having it at
Right.
times. So that's
But
a
is
good
it people
point.
that come into new money, or these are people with long money?
I think
both.
I think
I think it's a
it's
little bit of
both.
both.
Yeah, I think it can be both. Because once you're so used to having the money, then you take it for granted in a sense. Sometimes you forget about it because you already have it.
Right.
And then the new money,
You're like, I never had it, so I'm
I
gonna,
never
I'm gonna do it all.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm dropping 10, I'm getting that. Let me get the Birkin. But they don't even know, they don't have the value. They're not even looking at the texture. They're not looking at the color, the crop.
Or they don't
they
even
don't
know
what
the
the
history,
history
and why
you know,
this
why
bag was made, or
right.
the luxury behind
Right.
it. They just want it for status.
Or they want it.
For the name, for
I just
the
want the burger from a girl. That's it, and that's it.
Right.
They don't even know. They don't even know why.
Invest your time into you.
Yes. So with
So-
that being said, how do you plan on investing your time in 2023? How do you plan on investing in you?
More in my health. Definitely. Taking more time for self. I mean, I think, like I said, I already started taking baby steps, and I just think I have to make more of an effort in 2023. Guarding my peace at times. Being my authentic self, if I'm being happy about it, not happy about it. I think you just have to really.
And if you need help, we're here.
Thank you. I appreciate you
We
saying
love
that.
you, Rafi.
Yeah, I just think I just want to take 23 and just keep putting the ducks in a row. Or
Right.
my word for this year was alignment.
Right.
So it's more about aligning the things I need to either get done for myself or I want to get done. So one of my number one things is my health, prioritizing my health, prioritizing what I want or what I like, or
Right.
my family in some ways, being more present at times as well. Just in general. So just moving on up. Just
To the east side.
To the east side.
wherever it is. In my spirituality and in my emotional health.
The George
Yeah,
Jefferson.
no, I get it.
Sorry,
I get it.
I
I
know
get
you
it.
got the reference.
No, I got it. But that's what I see for myself, or that's what I want for myself in 2023. Like getting on my knees more to pray, because that I feel the energy or the push in the mornings, and God is saying, get on your knees, and I get on my knees.
Right.
Whereas before, sometimes I'd be like, oh yeah, I have to get on my knees. Why do I have to get on my knees? But I've been,
You feel it.
hearing.
You feel it.
I hear him.
Right. Right.
So, it's more about paying more attention to the
voices.
voices, to your intuition, to
Yes.
yourself,
Right.
and what's good for you. That's what I feel like I want to continue to bring to 2023 for me.
That's amazing.
I love it. I love that.
What about you, Sam?
What's the question?
How do you plan on pouring into yourself and investing in you?
Like your self-care or whatever.
2023, how do I want to invest my time? I think I want to pursue things that I have on my bucket list that I want to pursue. So I want to invest my time in pushing myself to do those things.
Got to make that
Because I got to make that list. It's because like I push things back to the side, not because of people, because of my own fear, right? And I think that I want to invest more into the things that I said I want to do and check off those bucket lists.
And if you don't see it, you won't be able to see it to go back and check off.
Right.
So I feel like that's a big deal, because I feel like even Rosie with manifesting, writing down.
Yeah,
You can
I'm
go
big
back.
writing down things.
Because
Yeah,
sometimes
and-
you forget.
And it's so funny because I believe in signs. I believe in people come or have conversations with you at the right time when they're supposed to. Yesterday I was with one of our girlfriends, Maritza, get my hair did. And her mom was like, and she's all about manifesting. She's all about
And she's a Reiki master.
and
We
she's
love
all
her.
about that. And she said, a new moon is coming, and to write your check,
Your
All right, your abundance
your
check.
abundance check. And I was like, wow, that's so cool. And I felt like, and I feel like
You never
people
done
talk-
it?
And I
But
never
what,
did that.
what's
That was
an
the first time she
abundance
mentioned
check?
that to me.
What is that?
Oh,
an
I thought we've been
abundance
doing
check?
it.
So
Go
the
ahead.
abundance check, you're writing a check to yourself, and you're paying it in full, but it's what you want in abundance to come to you, right? So it's like manifesting, right? But you manifest what you want, and then you write it, you write the check,
it
and then
away.
you put it away. Put it somewhere that you may not even remember where you put it, but put it away.
Are you
and
writing
forget
an
it.
amount, or are you just writing what you
Not an amount.
Paid
It
in
could be
full.
money,
It's
but
just
it's
like a list of things.
No, it's
right,
not
but
a
it's only
list.
one, and there's one
It's
per.
literally a check from your checkbook.
Yeah, you
and
can
you're
use a check from your
writing,
checkbook, or you
paid
write it
to
out.
Farracine.
Yeah.
Right.
And in the amount box, you're writing paid in
in
full.
full, right.
So it's limit.
And then the
Limitless,
memo, and the
yeah.
memo part is where you're writing what you want.
Right.
Right. If it
Well,
is-
you put thank you.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, you put
And
the
then
memo,
you
right.
sign law of
abundance.
Right.
Yes.
So it's basically
I
just
feel like
letting
we
the
put it in our
universe
chat
know
before.
that
No,
you're
never.
Yeah.
letting the universe know that you want to be, you're ready to receive.
Yes.
You're in receptive mode. You're open to abundance and you know, because you deserve it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that she makes us write that check every full moon or
Yeah.
every
Yes.
new moon.
I feel
so
like
if you're gonna
she-
do it, do it.
my first
Do
time
it by tomorrow midnight, the latest.
So
Go
tomorrow,
ahead.
wait, so we can just get like, I don't have checks.
You could.
Oh,
yeah.
you could do it
Danielle's
hard. Or you
like,
could do it on a
you
piece of
can-
paper.
I'm in
I can show you.
2023.
I have
I
a.
can
I
draft
have
it.
a. You could draft it.
Or you could put it on a piece of paper that looks like a check. You know how a check
Right,
looks like?
exactly.
You could do that.
Because, you know, if I put it on my refrigerator, it always comes to life. So I
Right.
need that.
So you
But
can do
this
that.
one,
this
you're
you
not
have to
you put
do
it away
and put it away because a lot of the
Oprah said
times
that
too, you have to surrender and you have to ask for it and not think about it.
That's what Oprah said when you
Sometimes
met.
So it's
if
not
you're
something that you
constantly
have to
thinking
see
about
every
it,
day,
Yes.
right?
Can you
You're-
give me an example of something?
It could be anything. I want money. It could be that.
But you're not writing, "I want
No, but
money."
you're not-
Yeah, like
you're
that's what
not
I'm
being
saying. How would you?
specific.
right. But
You're
she
not
did
being-
say.
It's not a specific thing. It's more to kind of bring the abundance into your life. It's more like she said, like
I want
surrendering,
love.
and I want whatever that's good for me
Right.
to come in abundance. Whether it's money, whatever your personal is gonna be, it's gonna go for whatever is
For
in
you.
tune for you.
Right.
So whatever you want in your life, that's what the abundance is supposed to kind of come
Right.
out of.
Right.
Of that.
Okay.
So regardless of abundance of love, abundance of money, abundance
Right.
of homes,
Peace.
Right.
peace,
Right.
anything. It's just the law of abundance.
So
And,
I
yeah.
say that because I feel like for me, I've always had people come into my life or conversations of random people about things, and I'm like, oh, click, and it brings me back to a time where Rosie sends me a YouTube of TD Jakes about the train. I don't know if you remember that.
Yes.
Right, and God is always, there's a train. The train is always going, right?
Right.
But this is how I interpret it. But the train is always going. It's up to you to hop on the train.
Yeah.
Right? And He's always gonna bring the train. But one day you're gonna be like, nah, I ain't bringing this train to you no more because you're not watching the signs that I'm giving you. And I feel like this happens to me all the time. Thank you, God, for keep bringing the train to me. But I feel like sometimes I need to jump on that train,
Right.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I've lost a lot of opportunities because I didn't hop on the train. Somebody came and talked to me. We had a great conversation, and I feel something, but because of fear,
You don't follow
You don't
up.
follow
I didn't follow up. But yesterday came, like, Mertz's mother spoke, and she was talking about this check of abundance, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do
I'm
that.
gonna do it tonight.
Well, we have to give ourselves grace, right?
Right.
You know, yes, sometimes we fall short and we may not act upon what
Things
we say we're going to do
in
or
the right time.
or you have that burst of energy. And that's what I
Right.
was talking about again. It's hormones. Because 1 minute I could be like really excited. And then the next minute I'm like, you know, so I think it's just giving yourself grace and to
Yes.
know that you're right where you're supposed to be.
Yes.
There is no such thing as, you know, I missed that boat. Yes, there could be instances where you could have had that opportunity, but it may not have been the right time. Timing
Right.
is everything.
Yes.
You know, so yeah, that's what
That's
I'll
my
say about that.
2023.
How about
Check
you?
off that bucket list.
What about you?
I haven't really thought about it, even though we're like damn near done with January.
It's okay. It doesn't have to come. And that's the thing. Like, everybody was feels like January, you have to. You
No,
don't have
but
to.
like I've just been thinking about things just in general, just pretty much stuff from previous years, just continuing, like just bringing it along to the new year. Like obviously my career, you know, setting goals and accomplishing, you know, more things, but then also be thankful for what I've already accomplished. Because sometimes when things are not moving quick enough, I have to remind myself I'm at a place that I used to cry and beg to be at. You know?
Amen,
Like
amen.
I remember the days when I was acting. Like,
Preach.
oh my
That's a good
God,
point.
Yeah, can I
Right,
get an
it's-
agent? Oh my God, could I have a manager?
Right.
When am I going to be union?
Yeah.
And
I remember those days.
Yeah,
And you
know?
have all of those.
and I'm
you
like-
have that.
and I have that.
Yeah.
you
So it's
know?
about enjoying the journey
It's
and not
enjoy-
the destination.
Savoring.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
think that, you know, because I'm not a religious person, but I'm a spiritual person, I believe like God holds you back too. Like you're not happy about the things I just gave you that you
Yeah.
asked for.
Yeah.
Gratitude.
Right?
Yeah.
You're not even showing that you are grateful for the things that I've done for you thus far. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna hold you here until you kind of like
Ready.
get yourself
Yeah.
together.
You're right. So
Right.
it's just definitely to be reminding myself to be thankful, but then also to continue to push myself and just, you know, want to accomplish more and not putting the time clock in my head.
Yes.
Right.
And especially in regards to my career, because now my new time clock is starting to be with, you know, relationship as well. So I have to be like, no, we're not going to do that
Nope.
there either.
Life is a marathon, not
time clock for a relationship.
We learn things about people all the time.
I'm sorry, I didn't know
Farrah
you
said,
had.
I only talk about relationships
No,
in
she
every
talks about
podcast."
relationships.
Every podcast.
No, she does. But
What do you
I didn't.
mean? I want a partner. I want
Oh,
some,
that's what she means. But I didn't know
amazing
that.
sex,
No, but she
some
said time frame.
mind-blowing.
Time frame is different. That means she has a set time that she wants it to happen. And
No, it's not that I have a set time because I think love can happen at any time. I guess my set time, I would rather it sooner than later.
okay,
But
okay.
of course, I will still welcome it later, But I'm not giving myself a clock.
Life is a marathon, not a race.
Exactly. So I have to remind myself that, especially in regards to that. Everything else is just that I think I just have to remind myself, like you said, life is not a race because everything with me is speed. Let it be love, let it be money,
Let it be conversation.
conversation.
Because we just talked about that the other day.
because I was listening to one of our old podcasts and I was like, I feel like I talk like I'm just throwing up. Like I'm just like just trying to get things out. And I'm like, I told myself I'm going to slow down today
Right.
And you're
and have
doing
the
that.
Barry White. And say what I say.
Like me. Like,
Say what I need to say. Don't get it twisted. That was a funny.
Because I got that drive.
Back to the drive.
How about
get
you,
it twisted.
Danielle?
For me?
Yeah.
2023 is going to be somewhat, I'm going to say intentional, but also going with the flow because I kind of have a habit of trying to control everything. And trying to control things stresses me out. So I just want to say, you know what? I come in where I need to come in. And if I feel as though like I'm saying to myself in my head, oh, well, what happened to this? I'll follow up. But I don't want to be like,
A prisoner to it?
let's go.
Right.
I don't want to do that. Intentional, but with grace.
Yes.
I love that. Intentional
Yes.
with grace.
yeah.
Now, Rosie.
Yeah, I would have to piggyback on what Danielle said. I think for me, I'm a control freak as well, where I want to know what's going to happen and how it's going to happen. And God has definitely tested me and is continuing to test me because things that I feel would have came easy in my life at this time of my life hasn't come easy. So I'm on a journey where,
Yeah, I think
felt something there. That I have to tell myself that I'm allowing it to just happen
Yes.
and it's going to happen at the right time.
Absolutely.
you can't control it.
And I have to be okay whether if it happens, if it doesn't happen,
Right.
or the way it happens.
Right.
And it's just really, 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 it's a test of my faith.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what I'm learning is that instead of having a goal, a long-term goal, is having small goals. So instead of me thinking of what I want for 2023 as a whole for the whole year, I'm like, what do I want for this week? What do I want for the month? If I tell myself, and I'll just be general, if it's about finances and I'm like, hey, I want to make, X, Y, and Z amount, let's say 500,000 by the end of 2023. How do I break it up in months and weeks? I might
Yes.
say, every month I want to make 20,000
Right.
Or save that amount.
Exactly. So I think for me, I'm more choosing to be present and surrender and just say, God, if it's your will, if it's meant for me, I'm going to do my part, but I'm going to allow you to order my steps
Absolutely.
and put my faith and trust in you because what I thought I can control, I have no control of.
absolutely.
And so
Just gotta
that's
trust
where
the
I'm at.
universe.
I think the surrender is definitely a big one for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, on that note, I have some closing comments, and then we can move on to Farrah's segment.
It's yours. It's everyone's segment.
Okay. Well, okay. So, based on everything that we said about time, I just felt some things that I kind of wrote out. So, if it costs my peace, it has to go. Right?
I agree.
So even when it comes to your time, like,
Yes.
okay. Daily intentional self-care is important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Healing is a constant state, lifetime process. And keep taking care of yourself even when you're tired.
That's
That part.
And that's the
That's
gotcha. That one got me.
yeah.
Gotcha, Brad.
I haven't been
How
to
did
the
it
gym
get you?
consistently in like 3 weeks, and it's
You haven't
killing
what?
me.
I didn't hear
I haven't
you.
been to the gym consistently in 3 weeks because Samantha knows, like, I've been going like 6
Right.
days a week, and I was doing this for a good 5-6 months, and I was proud of myself.
Yeah.
But for the, like, after Thanksgiving going into Christmas,
But it's the holidays too.
no,
Give
but I
yourself
just feel like,
grace.
and I'm still stuck there. I didn't go to
Yeah.
the gym all week.
It's okay,
And that's
Val.
not
For me, it was I didn't lotion my body.
what?
No, I was so dry, and my skin. No, it's a real thing.
Thank you for
I think
sharing.
I didn't
No, she
lotion
does. I'm about
my
to say,
body.
And
when
then
you
it's so funny because when I came in today,
You
and she's
asked
like,
her for oil.
No, I came in and she was like, I just took the best shower. I lotioned my body so good. I was like, you
I
look
was like,
really
I am
moisturized.
lotioned
No,
up,
don't
honey.
you look really moisturized?
No, Rosie really
those
takes
little
time,
moments
girl.
Are big. And
Yes.
My friends know about my self-care routine.
Oh,
It takes
God.
me 15 minutes to brush
Too
my
long.
teeth.
More
it
than
takes
that.
me like my facial routine. So for me,
And then the skin, the body part,
Right.
the rest of the body.
I normally come out the shower and I'm like, I have to lotion because if I don't lotion, I hate
You
being
forget.
dry.
Right,
So
right.
that little thing right there, if I wasn't lotioning my body and I was hella dry, I was like, wait a minute, I'm like neglecting myself.
Right.
So that's what I mean. It starts with the littlest thing.
Yeah.
And same
Yeah.
thing with the gym because sometimes what we think is small is big and what we
It
think
is.
is big is small.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like you really have to be intentional and really like do the little things that make you happy. By me
Yeah.
lotioning my body, maybe I want to go to the gym on Tuesday, not
Right.
Monday, on Tuesday.
Right.
The Monday
So
gym
it's
time
like
is
baby
hard.
steps because once you
Yeah.
do that one little thing that felt hard, and I'm
Yeah.
piggybacking what you said, even when you're tired, you still have to make time
For yourself.
to keep
Going.
right for yourself.
Take
'Cause
care of
there's
yourself.
times where I'm dead tired and I'm like, I don't want to lotion my body. I'm
Yeah.
going back. to
So
the
no,
lotion.
I do that.
But I think it's a mindset because half of the time you're capable, but it's your mind talking yourself out. Because that could be a trap too. Yes, that we want to take care of ourselves and relax, but sometimes our mind traps us to think that I want to do this today, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Before you know, it's 3 weeks, and you're like, okay, now what?
When do you stop?
When do you stop? Because your mind,
But that's
telling
why
you
I
this
said
every
you have
day
to
and not
start
your
with
body.
the smallest thing. What
Yeah.
happened is our mind makes us feel like
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
have
even-
to do the biggest thing.
Right.
If we just started with the smallest thing, like lotioning your ashy ass and
No,
putting,
no,
you
yeah.
know,
That's
a
very
nice
important.
serum on your skin and
Yeah.
feeling like, oh my God, my skin looks radiant. So that leads me to feeling confident. That confidence leads me to feeling good and wanting to go outside
Right.
or combing your hair or,
Right.
you know, so that's why I say you have to start with the smallest because the smallest is really the biggest because that's
Because
going to be
it
the
leads you-
catalyst.
it
No,
leads
it
That's
can-
gonna lead you
it is
to
a
doing
catalyst.
more.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you on that.
I love this topic. Thanks, Rafaela.
You're welcome. No, but the lotioning up thing, even though I'm not like you, but I did notice there was a moment when I would just finish getting out the shower and I'd be like, I don't feel like lotioning.
Yeah.
And then a couple of days, then I start seeing, some real dry spots. And I'm
Right.
like, I don't like feeling my skin and feel rough.
We need a lotion
then-
sponsor,
No, but I say
You
that
have
to
dry
say.
skin. I was just talking about
especially in the wintertime.
Oh my God.
And the hard water in Jersey does not help.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's the little things. So I say that even when I try to now, I really try to be consistent to do it because it does make me feel good once I'm done.
Yeah.
And then I'm even ready for the morning. So even after I do my quick little wash up in the morning, but my skin is
Glowing.
good.
glowing.
Yeah. And I'm taking care of my skin at the same time, whereas
Yes.
I'm not neglecting it.
Yes.
So even when you're tired, sometimes that's my
Still
point.
gotta do
You
it.
Still
Gotta
gotta
push
try
through.
to
Find
push
the
through.
find the time.
Find
Find
your
the time. Invest.
invest it.
And then
your time.
Right.
So what was the next segment? What is it called? The word
came
of the
up with a
street.
name.
What is it? I can't remember.
It's called
I didn't write it
What's
down,
Hot in
Danielle.
These-
So
What's-
now I'm going to start writing things down.
Right.
Because
What's hot in
I
these
did write it down
streets?
via
What's
via
hot in these
text.
streets?
Yeah, that's what
and
I wrote
you
it down.
care or not care about it, and why?
So what's hot in the streets?
Danielle looks like she wants to start.
What's hot- which
what's
one's
hot
your-
in the streets, D?
P. Diddy.
What's P? P as in you're peeing?
As
They
in,
know.
do you like golden showers?
Yes.
Ooh.
I do not.
Well, do you want to say where you've heard that? Like, what is bringing it up?
So, I guess it was
Young
yesterday
Miami.
or the day
2 days
before.
ago.
For
Yeah, Carisha
Right.
came up and they were doing
Trina,
an interview
her and
with
Trina.
and she asked the question, and then she was just like, you have to take a shot if you like,
Go.
Yes,
golden
a game
showers.
that they
And
play
I
with,
was
yeah.
like,
Oh, okay.
girl, this this whole generation
They're different.
is very.
Is it different though?
Well, no,
I don't want to say it's
not.
different. I'm not. No,
We don't want to bring his
wait.
name up because he's not a good person, but he.
I'm not. No, I'm
No,
not
wait,
saying that.
I
I'm
think
just
she's
saying-
talking about-
I'm just saying, like, there's certain things that kind of
You keep it to yourself.
yeah, you keep to yourself, or you keep
They're
with the
more-
person that you're sharing that
Right.
with.
They don't care.
They just are
no filter.
But I
Yes,
also think it's for ratings too. Let's be real.
I think it's clickbait for sure.
It's a topic that
A
people
lot
They
of her-
talk
enjoy that
about.
too much,
A
but
lot
it's
of-
all of them that pretty much.
But all of
them.
her, I don't watch her podcasts, but a lot of them are for clickbait. Like she brings
Exactly.
up,
It's
and she brings up
definitely clickbait.
spicy topics and spicy questions so that people can, so she can have a short, right? Because that is a big short right now. Everybody's watching that, like, oh, P.
Yeah,
Diddy,
yeah.
you know what I mean? But
So, would you take a golden shower?
Oh hell no!
Okay, well, Rafi, would you take a golden shower?
No, I mean, no.
Would you give someone a golden shower?
If they ask, maybe. Wow.
no, but there was this girl.
I don't know, my friend.
I know,
Said
but there
if
was
they,
a girl.
if
on
they
Instagram
ask, maybe. I don't know. I mean, that's different.
There was a girl
I'm not.
on Instagram.
I'm not. They not peeing on me.
But then you would have sex.
Listen, she's saying she'll do whatever it takes to please her partner.
I mean, yeah. If I'm in a committed, loving relationship, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, guys.
Not even
Oh, you would do
loving,
it to
committed. If you're just
if
having
I'm
a
in
good
fun,
time.
yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, I was like, wow, you would do it to your partner.
Why wouldn't
Why
you do it
not?
to your
That's
partner?
what he wants. I mean,
And
there's a
that's a
back.
safe space. You're with somebody.
Why wouldn't you do it to your partner? Who else you gonna do
I
it?
don't know what, maybe-
nobody would know. This
Well,
is
you
what I'm
never been
trying
in
to
the
If
say.
you
shower.
are doing
Right.
it,
Nobody
if you
would-
are doing
right.
it, if you
I don't
are,
know.
Or what if you're in the shower
No,
together?
no,
He's like, let me pee on your leg.
I mean, you never been in the shower and then your partner pee with you?
No.
Hell no.
You never peed in the shower.
I peed on myself in the shower, but not on
I would give
someone.
self-disclosure.
Totally
I pee in
I
the
would-
shower.
Let me answer the question. Listen, if I was a golden shower type person, I don't know me, maybe that's what I associate it with. I would do it with somebody that like a sneaky link or somebody that I'm
No,
just
I mean-
having fun with if I was that type.
But how about if your
But
partner
if it's my
wants it?
partner,
If he
I
asks
feel
you,
more safe
No.
doing it with my partner because we can
No.
laugh about it. We could be like, well, you
You know
ate that
why?
asparagus, your pee-pee was not smelling right. These are moments that you want to
I
share with
agree.
someone
I
that you
agree.
kind of want to go
I don't
back and
know.
be like, what the fuck
I
are we
That you
thinking?
can be comfortable
I would
with.
do my partner like the pee in the shower. Even though I've never done it, but I wouldn't freak out like, oh my god, you just peed and we're taking a shower. But sexually, I don't know, because to me, my mental state is in what's arousing me, so that would take me out. Because as soon
Right.
as I'm done, I'm like,
Well, you can't knock it till you've tried it, Farrah.
Right,
Maybe you
because
need
I
to
would-
get
I would
more
say
sex.
that.
it,
Because I would
baby,
give-
wouldn't
I
do
don't
it.
know. I would get
still
turned
do
on
some
by that.
self-disclosure
Yeah, I
right
wouldn't.
now because
Right.
I had a partner a long time ago, and we were in the shower. That was his thing. Like he liked to take showers together, and that happened the first time, and I was like, "What?" Something was warm, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Right. What was
What
that?
was that?
Yeah,
He
that
was
wasn't
like,
the
"Oh, I just
regular
had to go,"
water.
and I was just like, he was like, but then it was like the second time we took a shower together, the third time, and I was just like,
this is
Where
the
was,
habit
where
at
was he
this point.
pointing it? Was it on your leg?
it was on my leg.
Okay.
But then after a while,
So he was testing you.
He was testing me the first couple of times, but then after a while, it got normal that it
Right.
would be like maybe on my back,
Higher on your butt.
but
Back.
it wouldn't be
Girl,
shower,
back like
we're
maybe
bathing.
butt part.
butt part.
So-
Nothing.
so you were okay with
I was
it?
okay after
So
a while. The first couple,
But you didn't get
I'm a
turned
half golden
on
shower
by
girl.
it.
But it was always in the shower.
Yeah, I feel
and
like
you
in the
didn't
shower
get
is
turned
safe.
on by it.
No, but
The
she's
first couple
saying
of-
it was okay, so she was
At the-
technically
because-
turned
but
on.
that was his thing,
'Cause
right?
She was
And
like,
I
I'm
would,
in the moment, and
and we were in the
present.
shower. We're taking a bath. We're cleaning each other up.
okay,
after.
but usually the
You're
golden
not having
shower
sex
is
after.
talking about when you're in the moment, like you're having
Right.
sex and he pulls
Is
out.
it?
and
No,
what's-
it's
yes, it is.
no. I think it could be any of that aspect.
as long as
Shower,
the pee-
bed.
I think
I'm
the
not-
golden shower
I
means
do-
as long as the pee touches your body.
No, I
Yeah.
never
I'm not
Google
doing
that.
in the
That's
bed. I'm not in the bed. I would never because I'm
Right.
that kind of person.
Well,
like
not
I
with
don't
my
like
bed sheets and stuff like
to
that.
be dirty and
Right,
stuff.
I wouldn't do
But I
that.
think that's what the golden shower is.
No,
like,
it's
yes,
not.
it is.
Well, maybe
Anywhere.
can we look it up?
Where'd you get that?
Yeah, we
Google
need
it.
to
Someone-
Google golden
Rosie, do you have your
shower
phone?
because
Google
I mean,
it.
I'm
Because
okay.
golden shower is a
Oh my
sexual
God, we gotta go,
thing.
guys.
Right, but
do
I
have to
think,
go.
but I
But it
think you
was.
need a tub because where you going to
Finish up.
golden shower on your
That's
night?
not true because
Mattress?
Mr. R. Kelly, when he had the
Let's
young
not
lady
talk
with
about that
him,
man.
yeah, but
But he's a
the monster
deviant.
when he
That's
had the
totally
young
different.
lady. they were not in the shower when we saw that video 500 years
but
ago.
that's a different situation. I'm talking about
But I think
in a
that's how
safe
they
space.
It's just the
it.
act of a person urinating on another, usually for the sexual gratification.
Sexual gratification.
At any time. But sexual gratification is not actually always having sex. There's so much sex is so much bigger than that.
You're taking a regular shower.
But it's an intimate
we're having an intimate moment.
Sex is not only penetration and
Right, or
licking.
laying on a bed.
It's the intimacy of two people together, and we were together in the shower, and we were being
Experiencing.
I'm gonna
intimate.
be with you.
Yeah,
on
because
this
I'm
one.
like, no.
But at that-
There's one
I'm
thing
not
you
getting
just-
turned on by
that's-
it.
I'm not saying you have to be
it's like
turned
somebody-
on,
But what we're trying to explain
No.
to you guys, I don't
It's
think there's
it literally
certain
said
way
no.
to do it.
It didn't say it's a sexual act.
Right, but in the
Both of you
shower,
guys-
it's an intimate act, not
It
a
didn't say intimate. It said sexual
Did you just look it
act,
up?
meaning like either before, during, or after.
Yeah.
Not we just taking a shower. And
It could be foreplay. So that was foreplay. We were in the shower and we're foreplay.
said before.
No. But meaning within the sexual
Yeah,
thing,
and
not
you're gonna get there.
I'm in the shower with my man and we just taking a shower. He happened
No,
to
but if
pee
you're
on
taking
me.
a shower with your man, you're gonna
That's
screw.
intimate,
Why are you
right.
in the
That's not
shower
always
with
the
your
truth
man?
because I
I mean, sometimes no, we didn't always screw
Not
because,
always,
but 98%
but when
of the
you
time
come
when you're
out, you're looking to screw.
Right.
No, not all the time. A lot of times I've
Or
taken
we
a
may
shower with
have
my
just got
partner.
finished screwing.
Right.
right,
Or you're-
right.
right.
Or
Or
you
we're
just-
not. Or we
unless-
haven't at all. We just taking a shower.
Okay.
Unless I guess we were in a rush or whatever. But these were not the situations where we were in a rush and he had to pee and he was like, "Fuck it, I'm in the shower and I need to pee." It was like
Maybe
we were
he-
leading up to going to have a moment that night.
Right.
And this
So
is a long time
we
ago.
appreciate
Right.
you being vulnerable, Samantha, because you were vulnerable and you admitted
this was
that
a long time
you
ago.
have had a semi-golden shower, and it's okay.
This
You
was a
were in
long
the
time
shower,
ago.
and your partner was
I need
testing
to
you,
speak to a
and I think that's
sexpert.
okay. For
To
me,
find a-
Go ahead.
for me,
Go ahead.
I've never had a golden shower.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've given a golden shower, but I've been told that, after I've peed, my partner would be like, "Let me lick it. Let me lick it." Let me
Oh
and I'm
my
like,
God.
"What? I hadn't even wiped myself."
That's like freaking.
and that turns them on.
Right,
you
that's-
know?
yeah.
So that's a mini golden,
shower.
sprinkle.
Yeah, it is.
It
It
is.
is. Yeah,
You know,
it
it's
is.
not bad for you because urine is used as medicine a lot of times.
It
I had a
is.
cousin-
In the
Right.
Caribbean, it is.
My cousin,
Okay.
my
Yeah.
grandmother
It is.
gave him
In the
that.
Caribbean.
We know that.
Yeah.
No, but no,
People are
Danielle
thinking
looks very
about
shocked. But in the
Right,
Caribbean,
we're not talking-
in
No,
rural areas, if medicine is not available, your urine is
yeah.
That's how my life got saved. I don't
No,
think
my
I ever
cousin,
told
that
you
happened to
this
my
story,
cousin.
but I had a really bad pneumonia.
Same
Same
in
thing
I
with
Haiti.
my
was
cousin.
almost to
Yeah, my
about to
cousin- yeah, my
die.
cousin, yeah.
My parents told me,
And you have to drink your
I
urine.
had to drink my own urine,
Yes.
and they made it with some leaf.
Yes.
Don't judge me, people. This
No.
is
Concoction.
And if anybody
No,
does
that's
it,
cultural.
Right, and they
natural
made a
stuff. And if anybody got a
concoction.
problem with it,
yeah, and
Screw you.
I
I mean,
drunk
we've
it,
all
and it saved
we've
my
all
life.
lived, right?
And it's
Yeah.
cultural.
And I'm
Like,
sure
so
that-
what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
So that
fine.
doesn't turn me off that if he's like, let me
Yeah.
lick it. That's different. But if it's
Right.
like pee on me, pee in my
Yes.
face right now, I'm a pass.
Okay. No,
so that was our hit
So
of
we
the
had
week.
the hot in the street.
The hot in the
with
street hit of the
P.
week.
Diddy.
Yes.
And we discussed it. So we hope that you enjoyed this podcast. We hope that you enjoyed our guest, Danielle.
Yes, Danielle.
You were awesome.
I think
you.
Like, subscribe,
yes.
all of that.
Keep liking.
Right.
Please
Listen.
subscribe.
Listen.
Comment, please.
Yes.
Comment,
Feedback.
guys.
Yes.
If anybody's afraid to comment, you could say something.
And you can let us know what you want to hear, what you want us to
Yes.
talk about, comments, whatever. We're open to anything.
Thanks for the topic tips.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
On that note, thank you again.
Yes.
And
Bye.
We're out.